In the quaint village of Sunyani, there stood a school named Bright Future Academy. This school was renowned for its excellent teachers and bright students. One sunny morning, a new student named Kwame walked into the classroom. Kwame was tall, with bright eyes and a friendly smile. He caught everyone's attention immediately, especially the teacher, Miss Amma. To support our channel, feel free to subscribe and like the video so you don't miss out on these stories. Miss Amma was a kind and patient teacher who loved all her students and was dedicated to helping them learn and grow. When she saw Kwame, she sensed something special about him. He seemed more mature and confident than the other students. Kwame introduced himself to the class with a cheerful greeting. "Hello everyone, my name is Kwame. I just moved here with my family and I'm excited to be your new classmate." The other students welcomed him warmly and Miss Amma smiled. As the days passed, Miss Amma observed how intelligent and diligent Kwame was. He always completed his homework on time and eagerly answered questions in class. She began to spend more time with Kwame, assisting him with challenging subjects and encouraging him to strive for excellence. One day, after school, Miss Amma asked Kwame to stay behind for a little while. She wanted to discuss his future goals and dreams. They sat together in the empty classroom and Miss Amma asked, "Kwame, what do you want to be when you grow up?" Kwame thought for a moment before replying, "I want to be a doctor, Miss Amma. I want to help people and make them feel better." Miss Amma was impressed by Kwame's answer. "That's a wonderful dream, Kwame. I believe you can achieve it if you work hard and never give up." Kwame smiled and thanked Miss Amma for her support. As they talked, Miss Amma realized she was beginning to care for Kwame in a deeper way. She admired his determination and kind heart. She knew it wasn't right to have these feelings, but she couldn't help it. Determined to keep her feelings to herself, Miss Amma focused on being the best teacher she could be. She wanted to ensure Kwame had every opportunity to succeed. One afternoon, Miss Amma noticed that Kwame seemed sad. She asked him what was wrong, and he confided that his father had lost his job, and his family was struggling to make ends meet. Miss Amma's heart went out to him. She wanted to help, but wasn't sure how. The next day, Miss Amma had an idea. She organized a small fundraiser at the school to help Kwame's family. She spoke to the principal and other teachers, and they all agreed to help. The students and their parents donated money, food, and clothes. By the end of the week, they had collected enough to make a significant difference. When Miss Amma handed the donations to Kwame, he was overwhelmed with gratitude. "Thank you, Miss Amma. Thank you so much. You don't know how much this means to my family." Miss Amma smiled and said, "Kwame, you're a special student and you deserve all the support you can get. Keep working hard and never lose sight of your dreams." As the weeks passed, Miss Amma and Kwame grew closer. They continued to spend time together after school, working on homework and talking about life. Miss Amma couldn't ignore her feelings any longer, but she didn't know what to do. One evening, as the sun was setting, Miss Amma sat in her classroom, thinking about Kwame. She knew she had to make a decision. She wanted to tell him how she felt, but she was afraid of what might happen. Just as she was about to leave, Kwame walked in. "Miss Amma, can I talk to you?" Kwame asked, looking nervous. Miss Amma nodded and smiled. "Of course, Kwame, what is it?" Kwame took a deep breath and said, "Miss Amma, you've been so kind to me and my family. I don't know how to thank you enough. You've made me feel welcome and supported since the first day I came here." Miss Amma felt her heart flutter. She wanted to say something, but she let Kwame continue. "I've been thinking a lot," Kwame went on, "and I realized that I admire you not just as a teacher, but as a person. You inspire me every day to be better, to work harder, and to dream bigger." Miss Amma felt a warmth spread through her chest. "Kwame," she said softly, "you've inspired me too. Your determination and kindness are truly special." Kwame smiled shyly. "There's something else, Miss Amma. I've never felt this way before, but I think I have feelings for you." Miss Amma's breath caught. She had never expected Kwame to say this. She felt a mix of emotions, happiness, confusion, and a little bit of fear. She knew she had to handle this carefully. "Kwame," she began gently, "I'm very touched by your words. You're a remarkable young man, and I'm so proud of you. But there are certain boundaries between a teacher and a student that we must respect." Kwame looked down, his smile fading. "I understand, Miss Amma. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable." Miss Amma reached out and placed a comforting hand on his shoulder. "You haven't made me uncomfortable, Kwame. In fact, I'm honored that you feel this way. But it's important that we focus on your education and your dreams for the future." Kwame nodded, his eyes meeting hers. "I understand. I'll always respect you, Miss Amma. Thank you for being honest with me." Miss Amma smiled warmly. "And I'll always be here to support you, Kwame. Let's keep working together to achieve your dreams." With that, they returned to their usual routine, but the bond between them grew stronger. They continued to work hard in class and share their thoughts and dreams after school. Miss Amma found herself more determined than ever to help Kwame succeed. One day, Miss Amma received some exciting news. The school had organized a science competition, and she knew Kwame would be perfect for it. She called him to her desk after class. "Kwame, I have something special to tell you," she said, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "There's a science competition coming up, and I think you should enter." Kwame's face lit up. "Really, Miss Amma? Do you think I can do it?" "I know you can," she replied with confidence. "You have a brilliant mind, and this is a great opportunity for you to shine." Kwame agreed to enter the competition, and they began preparing together. They spent hours after school working on his project, and Miss Amma was amazed by his creativity and dedication. As the competition day approached, Kwame grew more and more excited. He knew he had a chance to prove himself and make his family proud. Miss Amma encouraged him every step of the way, reminding him of his potential and his dreams. Finally, the day of the competition arrived. Kwame stood nervously in front of the judges, presenting his project with confidence and passion. Miss Amma watched from the audience, her heart swelling with pride. When the judges announced the winners, Kwame's name was called. He had won first place. The crowd erupted in applause, and Kwame's classmates cheered loudly. Miss Amma rushed to congratulate him, tears of joy in her eyes. "You did it, Kwame," she exclaimed, hugging him tightly. "I'm so proud of you." Kwame grinned from ear to ear. "I couldn't have done it without you, Miss Amma. Thank you for believing in me." As they celebrated together, Miss Amma felt a deep sense of fulfillment. She knew that her feelings for Kwame had grown even stronger, but she was determined to keep them in check. She wanted to see Kwame succeed and reach his dreams, and she would do anything to help him along the way. But little did they know, their journey together was far from over. There were more challenges to face, more dreams to chase, and more feelings to navigate. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Miss Amma and Kwame found themselves growing even closer, their bond tested in ways they could never have imagined. As the months passed, Kwame and Miss Amma continued to work hard together. Kwame's confidence grew with each success, and he became a role model for his classmates. He often helped others with their studies, and his kind heart earned him many friends. One day, a new challenge arose. The school was organizing a regional science fair, and Miss Amma encouraged Kwame to participate. This competition was much larger and more challenging than anything Kwame had faced before. He felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. "Miss Amma, do you really think I can do this?" Kwame asked one afternoon as they prepared his project. "Absolutely, Kwame," Miss Amma replied with a reassuring smile. "You have the talent and the determination. Believe in yourself, just like I believe in you." With renewed confidence, Kwame threw himself into his work. He spent countless hours perfecting his project, and Miss Amma was always there to guide and support him. They grew even closer during this time, sharing their hopes and dreams for the future. On the day of the regional science fair, Kwame stood before a large crowd of students, teachers, and judges. He presented his project with passion and clarity, impressing everyone with his knowledge and creativity. Miss Amma watched proudly from the audience, her heart swelling with pride. When the winners were announced, Kwame was awarded second place. Though he didn't win first place, he was thrilled with his achievement. The judges praised his work and encouraged him to keep pursuing his dreams. After the competition, Miss Amma took Kwame aside. "Kwame, you did an incredible job. I'm so proud of you." Kwame smiled. "Thank you, Miss Amma. I couldn't have done it without your support." Miss Amma looked at him warmly. "You've grown so much, Kwame. Remember, this is just the beginning. Keep working hard and you'll achieve great things." As they walked back to the school, Kwame turned to Miss Amma. "Miss Amma, I've been thinking a lot about our journey together. You've taught me so much, not just about schoolwork, but about life. I want to thank you for everything." Miss Amma's eyes softened with emotion. "And I want to thank you, Kwame. You've taught me just as much. I'm honored to be part of your journey, and I'll always be here to support you." With a shared understanding and deep, mutual respect, they continued their walk, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, knowing they had each other's support. Miss Amma felt a lump in her throat. "Kwame, it's been an honor to be your teacher. You've taught me as much as I've taught you. Watching you grow and succeed has been the greatest reward." Kwame nodded, understanding the depth of her words. "I'll never forget what you've done for me, Miss Amma. I'll always strive to make you proud." Miss Amma smiled, her eyes glistening with tears. "You already have, Kwame, and I know you'll continue to do so." As they continued their walk, both teacher and student knew that their bond was special. They had navigated their feelings and challenges with respect and care, always putting each other's best interests first. The moral lesson, the story of Miss Amma and Kwame, teaches us that true love and respect can exist in many forms. While it's important to recognize and respect boundaries, the support and encouragement we give to others can have a profound impact on their lives. Miss Amma's dedication to Kwame's success and Kwame's gratitude and hard work show us that genuine care and kindness can help us achieve great things. In the end, it's not about the titles we hold, but the positive influence we have on each other's lives. The end. Isn't it a wonderful story? I hope you enjoyed it. We would be very happy if you subscribe to the channel and give a like to the video for more stories like this to continue. See you soon!